KB6HUH, W6WUH break. We're looking for listing number 3. Very gloomy Sunday.
48 in the bottom.
Probably just about the same here. When I looked at the thermometer a few hours ago, it was 47 degrees here.
Well, it's starting to warm up then.
Yeah, it's a whole degree warmer.
I'll trade you. We're 24. We were 8 last night. W6MDI.
Oh, man. That's brutal.
There's 4 inches of snow and sleet in my backyard.
Yeah, you're not golfing out there. You're playing ice hockey.
Yeah, I know. I shoot in the low 70s. Any colder than that, I quit.
Don't blame you. Yeah, I feel it in my bones when it's cold and humid like this. But I always have. I mean, 30, 40 years ago, I used to go to Mexico every winter just to get away from it.
I can remember when I lived in the Bay Area, being there at Lake Elizabeth and Fremont on the 4th of July, go watch the fireworks. We all had windbreakers and hats on trying to stay warm.
It can get windy down there on the shores of the bay.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, hey, back to that 3995 thing. That was very active. Bay Area mobilers on 3995 AM running about 50 watts to an old Webster band spinner, and I've still got that antenna out in the shed.
Yeah, I've got one here, too. Yeah, I was 12 back in those days, 11, 12, 13, and used to listen to those guys all the time.
Well, I grew up around it because my dad was kind of in the center of it. He was one of the wheels of the family under a radio club, and it was interesting. He had it mounted in an old Studebaker. That was a show and a half.
What Studebaker did he have?
I think it was a 1950 model. You know, when it had the OmniVision thing around the back end where the circular window went around the back?
Oh, was it a 2-door?
Yeah, and then it had the bullet on the nose, and it had a little propeller on it.
Yeah, the 2-door has a giant rear window. It's as much trunk as it is anything else.
Bingo, there you go. That's what we had.
Yeah, that's a great car. We had one of those, and I don't know how the dial lights worked. I guess they were little UV paint on the lights or something on the lights, because the dashboard glowed when you at night.
Comment,
go ahead.
K6BB, my parents, when I was just a young squirt, I think right around my mid-teens or whatever, had a 48 Studebaker. They'd also had, I think it was a 47 before that, the old bullet nose.
Yep, great cars.
Hey, I thought they were kind of nice. Anyway, back to you guys, Q6BB.
Yeah, 25 miles to the gallon in a sedan you can put to 6 people in. It's not too shabby.
W6FDI.
W6SDI, go ahead.
No, I just ID'd WA6FDI.
Alrighty. West Coast SwapNet, my call W6WUH. We're looking for listing number 3. Trying to do the Johnny Carson pen toss, but I failed. Who would like to make a listing? Hey, Larry.
Kilo November 6, Mike Sierra.
KN6MS, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to make a listing for a Hermes Light 2 radio, SDR.
I think we listed it yesterday through Dennis.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if he got around to that. Okay, thank you. Then I'll just listen up.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was, so I went and looked it up on the internet. And interesting project to build one of those.
Yeah, and it's already assembled. It's been tested. It has the SMA bulkhead, so you can get your pure signal pre-distortion on it. It's ready to go. It's got about 10 hours on it. It was my backup, so I just used it for a little bit, make sure everything was as it should be. And yeah, it's ready to go. Just have to load your Theta software on your computer and have a little bit of know-how, but that's about it. Over.
Okay, is that the Theta software that's specific to that radio, or the other one?
They have different versions. You just have to, when you download it, download the Hermes Lite version. You can Google that and find it, but it's the Hermes Lite version, and it'll discover itself on the network, and you should be on the air. Over.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, Larry.
Yeah, Larry?
Yeah, I'm trying to put a value on my Elecraft K3. Yeah, I know it's related to options. This is a fairly stripped down one. Over.
I didn't understand what you're telling me, Bill.
Okay. It's an Elecraft K3. I'd like to put a value on it. And it's a fairly stripped down model. Over.
So you want somebody to suggest a good selling price for a basic Elecraft K3?
Yes.
All righty. Why don't we write you down here, Bill?
Okay, well...
K6LK, Bill in...
This is K6LK.
Bill.
And I'm located in the Kelseyville area. And I'd like to make the following listing.
Elecraft K3, and what does basic mean, Bill?
Well, it just has a CW filter and the basic boards that come with it. You know that thing on the back where you attach everything, and it's got some other stuff in it, but it's just really basic. You know, it's not the synthesized one, and on and on and on.
Okay, and how about a phone number, Bill?
Yes, area code 707-277-0536, and I have a couple of other wants.
Oh, well, go ahead with them.
Okay, I'm looking for mono-band Swan 140 transceivers, and I'm also looking for an NCX5 Mark II. So I can be reached at area code 707-277-0536. Catch you later. Bye.
All right. Number 3, K6LK, Bill up in Kelseyville, Clear Lake area, has got a basic Elecraft K3 with a CW filter, and he'd like to know what people think he should sell that for, what a fair price for that is. Bill has got a want for the Swan 140 monobanders. Arizona or California production, either one, Bill?
Well, preferably the gold-colored front ones. I'd like to find those, Larry.
And that's the Benson, Arizona one?
Yeah, I think Herb made those in Benson in his garage.
Okay, so Bill would like to find the gold-faced Swan 140 monobander, if anybody's got one. And you national guys, who's got an NCX5 transceiver, the Mark II, the later version? Bill, that's a want for Bill. Is that the one with the mechanical digital readout?
Yeah, I believe so, Larry. And yeah, it's got the little tumbler things in it. I guess guys prefer a different type of readout, but anyway, that's what it's got. Over.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be a nifty radio to have. So if you've got either of those, give Bill a call, 707-277-0536. Any breaks for Bill?
The silence is deafening.
Yeah, it's not too lively today. I wonder how many of those radios he made in Arizona.
I think it was under a couple of hundred, Larry.
For all of the various bands?
Yeah, I think that 120 was an Oceanside thing. I really don't know the history. There might be somebody else on frequency that knows it a little tighter than I do.
Oh yeah, there's some Swan guys around. Boy, I remember 35 years ago. What was that guy's name? Eldon, who lived out on the edge of the Delta. Forget the name of that little town. And he was a pastor in some little hole-in-the-wall church, and he had a garage full of old Swans. In a time I didn't take any notice of them at all, but I bet he had a half a dozen of those in his stack of 40 or 50 radios.
Sounds like he was in love.
He was a big collector of them. He was way ahead of the curve. And I went over to his place, and he had 10 Johnson Viking 2s. Got a couple of Viking 1s and about 8 Viking 2s, and they were all rusty and disheveled and awful, and I brought them home in a truck, and I got all but one of them working.
Did you ever have one of those Viking 1 Art Deco ones with the curved front?
Yes, I did. I don't like the Viking 1, but that's a beautiful radio, and I've always wanted to see one of those next to an SX28 in a similar cabinet.
Well, I know where there's an SX28 if you would like to do something like that.
No, I don't want any helicopters. Not my thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, anytime. That's why I'm here. I want to help.
That's right. Well, Bill wants to help, and he would like some help. So, 707-277-0536. Any breaks for Bill? I offered to help my wife this morning at breakfast, and she said, "Oh, please, no."
Smart woman.
Yeah, she's lived with me for 40 years. West Coast SwapNet looking for listing number 4. Buy, sell, trade, and the ever popular giveaway. You remember Polypacks? They used to advertise in the back of CQ and 73, and you sent them 99 cents, and they sent you a little plastic bag with a bunch of assorted parts of one kind or another.
I remember those, Q6BB.
Yeah, I'm thinking about making some up here out of all my junk.
Oh, well, I just ordered some kits from Amazon. They come from China, but kits of resistors, kits of transistors, and kits of capacitors and so forth. It's a cheap way to buy parts anymore. Now, I know you want to check them before you use them, but from what I understand, they're pretty good quality, and just about everything you buy comes from China nowadays anyway.
Yeah, you can't buy anything new that doesn't.
Anyway, so that's what I've done. I've been sorting them in drawers on the shelf. So anyway, take care, K06BB. A little bit of nonsense there.
Okay, K06BB, W6W, UH break. Well, it's spent all these years replacing capacitors in old radios, and now we're finding out that all of the old carbon resistors that we thought were so wonderful have all been creeping up in value, and now we've got to go through and check all the resistors and start replacing a bunch of those.
Oh, yeah, that's one reason I bought some of these kits. Half-watt metal film resistors were one of the things I ordered a whole bunch of, a kit of them that had a whole lot of variety, just about every value you can imagine, in tin, on a strip, those little strips, they look like they're designed to feed into automatic feed loading equipment?
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. The new metal film resistors are actually extremely good.
Oh yeah. Anyway,
So, I might look into that because I got a whole bunch of brand new Allen Bradleys in envelopes and stuff, and that's okay. But it wouldn't be bad at all to have a good selection of metal films sitting here.
Well, metal film's been around a while. We just haven't, filtered it down to us. Yeah,
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I just recently got the memo.
okay. Yeah, I know whatever you're thinking about JPL and places like that. It's 60 years ago. But, here we are.
Here we are.
Hey, Larry, I sent you a picture of a new power cord I just made for the Astro, KF6DB.
Oh, okay. Was there something wrong with the old one?
Yeah, really skinny wire. I have some 10 or 12 gauge zip cord that I got at the flea market some years ago, and you take a look at the picture. It's a lot nicer, and these 12 volt, 100-watt rigs are notoriously fussy about that.
Well, yeah, you don't want to go any smaller, number 12, and nothing wrong with number 10 if you got it.
I think it's number 10. The one that was on it, the wire that was on it was like, 18 or 16.
Was it really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Hey, Larry?
Hey, Larry.
Yeah, AI6U. One day, a few days, some guy came with a TS440 and this little cable he bought, right? And they hooked it up, and then it wasn't working anybody. And turns out they took a measurement of the voltage, and it was 10 volts. Anyway, it turned out it was single conductor number 16.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, so I went home and got my cable, and we fixed the problem.
Yeah, that's nuts. DC voltage drop is a serious deal.
It's a big deal.
Oh, yeah, when you got a 12-volt radio pulling like 20 amps, those drops add up fast.
Yeah, it does, and I'm sure it got hot, too, at the connector. Anyway, gotta be careful what you buy out there.
Yeah, it's amazing what people will try to do.
Yep. Well, they advertise it to go, I don't know if the guy didn't read it or right or what, but anyway, that's what he got.
It's just a lack of experience.
That's what it was, yeah.
KV6LZW.
That's what it was.
This is the West Coast Swap Net. We're looking for listing number 4. They had two guys from Field Day drop in the middle of the net yesterday and wanted to log me in.
Oh, boy.
Well, we didn't have anybody QRMing us, so that was good. Sometimes those contesters get on there, they move in 2 kcs away from you and start blasting away.
They're listening in the direction you're not, you know what I mean? Opposite direction you wanted to be listening. We had one guy that was doing that in Montana, and somebody called him up and he moved, so that was nice of him.
Well, that's nice. Most folks are nice.
Oh, yeah.
This is the West Coast Swap Net, buy, sell, trade, and give away amateur radio equipment. Who'd like to make listing number 4?
W60CW.
W6OCW. There's a new one.
Well, not new. Been around for a little while. Thank you, Larry.
Hey, this is W6OCW, Gary in Fresno. I have one of your ever popular giveaways, a William Nye Company Mike Bravo 2 antenna tuner that is it's for parts or repair, but it can be disassembled if somebody's looking for somebody to rehab a unit. Anyway, it's free if you want to will call it, or for whatever the shipping is if you want me to ship it. So, in Fresno, the area code is 559-908-8471.
Is that big legal limit tuner they make?
Yes, sir, it is.
Well, that's a heck of a deal.
That's something I acquired that I was going to rebuild and rehab, and, I'm at a point in time where I want to start kind of downsizing some things.
Yeah, name of the game around here. Is that roller inductor or tapped coil? I forget.
It's a roller inductor, and that's the biggest problem with the unit, is it needs to be rebuilt.
All righty, very nice offering. Thank you, Gary. Number 4, W6OCW, Oscar Charlie Whiskey, Gary in Fresno, offers the Nye Viking Mike Bravo 2 legal limit roller inductor antenna tuner. He says the roller inductor wants a little love, so it's a parts or a rebuilding unit, but it's free. Pick it up in Fresno. He'll even ship it if you want to pay for it. 559-908-8471. Any breaks for Gary? And those are unmetered, right?
No, it's metered.
Man, legal limit metered roller inductor tuner. That's a great deal.
And it's an early production unit, Larry. It's actually got the William Nye Company logo on it. I think the serial number on it is 1304.
All righty. William Nye Company. But yeah, I haven't seen one of those in a long time, but they're high quality thing.
Yeah, it looks nice. That's what encouraged me to pick it up and to try and rehab it. But anyway, that's the way things go. W6OCW.
Well, I think it's well worth the effort. This Heathkit 2060 Alpha that I have, I bought it non-working, and it took some mechanical fiddling to get it right, but man, what a great tuner. I never, ever regretted the work that it took to make it go.
Well, I'm only running, 600 watts, and so the LDG tuner works pretty well. Right now I'm just sitting at 100.
Right. You can certainly get into the overkill position, but it's nice to have a big tuner because you're not heating up all the components.
How true, how true.
I use a cheap Dentron super tuner on 80 meters, and I'm pumping 1,300 watts through it. PEP AM, and if I go key down for that for a while, it gets warm.
Well, you keep talking this thing up. If nobody's interested in it, I might just keep it and rehab it. The inductor needs to be repaired or replaced, and of course you're going to need new capacitors in it. But there's some YouTube stuff out there in regard to, building these things. So I don't know. Let's see what happens.
All righty. Let's see what happens. Amazing what a little bit of grease and deoxit and just a little love to make everything work right can do.
Well, the biggest problem with this one is that either the coil is kind of tweaked a little bit, or the mechanism that applies the tension to the coil from the wheel in there. Anyway, it only hits on about 2/3 of the winding.
Yeah, there's something mechanical wrong there. Got tweaked somehow.
tweaked or dropped or anything. Anyway, back to you, sir.
All right. Yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of that particular roller inductor, but taking it apart and putting it back together might clue you into what was wrong.
AL7RF.
AL7RF. Go ahead.
Yeah. What was that phone number for the tuner?
That is 559er088471.
Yeah, I said that, and my pen has eluded me.
Did you get the pen?
Well, I have the pen. Go ahead again, please.
Okay. W60CW, that's Gary in Fresno. 559er 9088471.
Copy. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a couple of minutes. I'll go find my telephone, W60CW.
You have to look for your pen. Gary has to look for his phone. All right, swap net rides again. Who'd like to make listing number 5? The sun is trying to break through here. Oh, and we forgot we're 15 minutes into radios that glow in the dark. If you've got a pile of boat anchors that needs new homes, now's the time to list them. We'll take more than 5 items as long as your listing is reasonably concise. I may put some of my junk on here before we get done. Who would like to make a listing? Well, I'm going to be loading up the truck today with my, not today, but this week with the Globe King 500A and making the pilgrimage up to Fortuna, Eureka, where I'll hand it off to Jeff, who's coming down from Junction City, Oregon, north of Eugene. So he's making quite a long trek down there, and I'm making a fairly good one, too. So, end of an era for that one, but the Globe King 400 sitting in the corner saying, me next, me next. So, I guess that's how it goes. I've been telling everybody the shack here is going to be populated by all the stuff that nobody wants. And that's okay.
WA6MD, you're an old airplane guy, aren't you? Do you remember the old Morrow-Loran system?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know that was actually done by the same guys, the Morrow brothers up in Salem, Oregon, that made the AM converters for back in the day? You talk about 3995 and 3985. That later became UPS Aviation Technologies. That later became Garmin.
I didn't know that morphed into Garmin. I had no idea. But yeah, I knew. I've got. I've been collecting Morrows for a long time, and I did know about both the aviation and the marine stuff. He made Loran receivers. He made the stuff you talked about. Quite a bit of stuff. But I didn't know that there was a linkage to Garmin.
Yeah, well, the short version of what happened on that, the two brothers started out with snowboards and skis. They also, one of them became a ham. The other one was flying, which is how they morphed into the Loran receivers. They started making transceivers, and UPS was not happy with what they were getting in the marketplace, so they approached them. They purchased them. It became UPS Aviation Technologies that later decided they wanted to get out of it because of the liability. And about that time, Ed King and King Radio in Olathe, Kansas passed away, and two of his engineers got a banker, and they went out and found the product line, and that's why you'll find Garmin located in Olathe and Salem, Oregon.
I'll be doggone. Well, I sure worked on a lot of King radios back in the day. It's a really great radios, but I had no idea of that.
Everybody was flying airplanes empty, green, and then spending 90 days to put an avionics package in them, and it would cost $50 a day, and that was chewing up all the profit they made on the avionics installation. We'll have to talk about this sometime, but I spent 6 years working for Cessna.
Yeah. Well, I spent some time working in avionics back in the early 80s, I guess. That was an interesting time. Late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah, that's when I was involved with it. I worked for Cessna from 74 to 80. It was pretty interesting. W6MDI said that.
Well, I did a little avionics around 2000. I installed a Garmin GNS 430 in my airplane. The FAA guy said that I was the second person on the West Coast to do that.
Early adopter, huh?
Yeah, Garmin didn't want to sell it to anybody but a shop, so I found a shop in the Midwest that would claim to be the installing shop if I bought a wire harness from them.
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road. The wiring harnesses can be very complicated.
Yeah, well, I sat in front of the TV set watching a movie and ohming this thing out, and they had forgotten to put in half of the grounds. So I took that wire harness apart and I added all the grounds that they'd left out.
I'd have sent it back and made them do it.
Yeah, shipping, and they would charge me more money or something. Who knows? I had the pins, I had the tools, I had everything necessary, so I just did it.
Well, that's the deal. Specialized crimping tools and getting everything just so.
And I was rewarded with a installation that was very quiet. No ignition noise, no alternator whine, no transponder noise, no nothing. Just good, clean radio.
There you go. KF6VB W6WUH.
KF6VB Freddy.
This is the West Coast SwapNet. We're looking for listing number 5.
K2RP.
There is Ron, K2RP. How are you, my friend?
Okay, hope you're staying warm. Just about what's going on in the Northeast and the Southwest. Anyway, I've got 3 items to see on tonight. Try to lighten the load. And they're all by Kenwood. I got a Kenwood 599A receiver. Works good. Nice physical condition. I'm looking for 300 for best process for that one. And I've got 2 Viking batch boxes. 2 parts. One is the smaller one, I believe it's 200 watts or something like that, 250. Also works well. I think that one also has, let me check. No, I don't think it has a meter in that one. It also works good. Looks good. It's, I'd like to get $75 for a best offer for that. And I have a kilowatt matchbox with the meter and all the rest of that also looks good, works good. I'd like to get, let's see what I put down here. I'd like to get $175 for that. So that's the 3 items. The Kenwood 599 Alpha, the 2 matchboxes, and I will be going to Yuma next month, and I can deliver them there. My name is Ron. We're K2RP. What else do you need? Phone number 760-436-8109. I hope I got it all there, Larry.
Well, I knew you were in Encinitas, so I filled that part in. The 599A, white face or black face?
Let's see. It's a silver silver crust. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Okay, number 5, K2RP, Ron in Encinitas has got the Kenwood R599A receiver. That's part of the early Kenwood Twins, a silver panel. Nice condition, works good, 300 or best offer. Got the 250 watt Viking matchbox, no meters. That's 250 watts of AM, guys, so that's good for a kilowatt. Very wide range impedance matching of that thing, better than the KW Matchbox. 75 or best offer, which is a giveaway. Got the 1 KW Viking Matchbox with the meters, $175. Are these a pickup, Ron?
Pick up or deliver at Yuma. I guess I don't think I can ship the big one. The others I could ship at the buyer's expense, but if they can get it to Yuma, I'll get it to Yuma if they can get it picked up there.
All righty. Ron says he's going to go to Yuma, so if you're going to the swap meet in Yuma next month, he'd be glad to deliver it to you there. They might undertake to ship this stuff. Call him and talk to him about that. 760-436-8109. Any breaks for Ron? This is the West Coast Swap Net. My call W6WUH. I got to step outside for just a second. Be right back. All right, I'm back. West Coast SwapNet looking for listing number 6.
Contact, please.
Contact, go ahead.
Hey, Larry, this is Gary, W60CW. Can you mark my listing as pending, please?
Well, I don't know what a pending is, but I can do it.
Thank you. We'll put a cost for shipping on it, and if that's acceptable, then it's sold, and if it's not, I'll relist it next weekend.
That's perfect. Thank you. I'll mention that when I read it. It's getting cold. I'm going to have to turn the heater back on. The trouble with this Ten-Tec amplifier, it's too efficient. It doesn't generate enough heat. West Coast SwapNet, who'd like to make listing number 6?
KF6VB.
KF6VB, go ahead, Jerry.
Just tell you what linear you need. Oh, speaking of linears, are we making RF?
Yeah, you did come up a bit.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying, 30L1 would work well.
Well, I've got an SP200, an SP220, and a Ten-Tec Titan 2, so I don't know where the 30L1 would be any improvement over the SP200.
That's SP200. That's a pair of 572Bs, right?
That's right.
Yeah, 30L1's got 4 811As. Got you beat.
Yeah, still 500 or 600 watt class amplifier.
Yeah. I've fantasized about putting 572Bs in it just as a reliability thing. Wouldn't be any more power.
No, you have to be careful to limit the plate current to what the power supply will do, but yeah, they're, you know, if you don't have nice old Jan 811As, then it's probably an improvement.
Yeah. You haven't lived till you use a Skipper 300 KB6L ZW.
I guess I haven't lived. What does that use, sweep tubes?
No, they're solid state.
No, the Skipper 300.
Yeah, I think they're solid state. Maybe the old ones had tubes in them.
That's Palomar, right?
Yeah. One of the many Palomar companies. That was a blanket name that got used.
Yeah, which is not too wonderful for the real Palomar.
Well, I have one of the real Palomars sitting on the shelf up here. It has a band switch in it and filtered output.
I'll be darned. I've got one of their antenna noise bridges. I think that's the only Palomar thing I have.
I have one too. Handy little device.
Yeah, it's a great gadget until the VNAs came along. That was the cat's pajamas.
Yeah, I used one for a lot of years. I couldn't afford an MFJ 259, and I used one for a long time. They work great. Okay, I'm going to get back on the side, shut my blabbermouth. KB6L ZW.
Well, you're not hurting anything, Dennis. Yeah, I've converted a lot of 11-meter antennas to 10 meters with using one of those. Mobile whip that was on my truck, and 5/8 wave vertical. It was here for a long time, and I gave to a new ham, and yeah, very handy device. But I'll tell you, having one of these little German VNAs is just so nice, and it you know, it just shows you everything graphically, resonance, impedance, everything. It's just a wonderful thing to have. Saves a lot of time and guesswork.
No, take the fun right out of it.
Not really. I spent days once trying to take I think it was some kind of a commercial 5/8 wave loaded, base loaded whip. It probably was some CHP or something, trying to get that thing to work on 6 meters, and I just never could get it right with a noise bridge. I think I needed to move a tap on a coil. And with the new device, I know I could do it in 5 minutes.
Well, I took a base-loaded CB mobile antenna, popped that coil out of there, stripped it down and rewound it, and tapped it, and moved it from 27 megahertz up to the Marine band, VHF.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got a flat match on it.
Sure. And you know, those antennas, you could just trash pick them. I had fiberglass helically wound whip that I had on my pickup truck for 10 meters. You know, was literally a trash pick 11-meter whip.
It worked.
Yeah, pull it out of the garbage can, trimmed it down, and away it went.
Okay, I got to go look something up here. KB6L ZW.
Okay, KB6L ZW, W6WUH. This is the West Coast SwapNet. Believe it or not, we got 26 minutes to go. Who'd like to make listing number 6? speaking of the Morrow stuff, that MBR5 and 6 receiver that they made was really a quart and a pint pot. It's a 12-tube receiver in a very small package, very stable Collins quality throughout. They said that Morrow lost money on every single one they made. Who would like to make a listing? I used to have one of those here, and I just listen to the swap net, listen to sideband for hours, and it wouldn't move.
November 6th, Quebec Whiskey Papa.
There he is. Hiya, Brad. N6QWP. What you got in the boat anchor department?
Pretty much the standard stuff. N6QWP, Brad, I'm in Crockett. These will all have to be picked up, though, because I can't lift anything heavy at all anymore. Okay, I have in amplifiers, HF amplifiers, I have a Meritron AL811 and a Yaesu FL2100B. I have 3 high-power mid-condition antenna tuners. MFJ 986 roller inductor tuner, the MFJ 962 Charlie differential T tuner. These are all high power. And finally, Mint Heathkit SA 2040, Sugar Alpha 2040. Still have that Yaesu FT101 Echo Echo. And finally, Kenwood TS830S with the gold label, and the VFO 230 and the SP230 speaker. All best offer, have to pick it up in Crockett. Area 415-497-3731. Thanks, appreciate that, Larry.
Okay, very good, Brad. Yeah, I was saying yesterday I had a friend that kept a daily sked with Ireland from his QTH in Sebastopol, and I'm pretty sure the radio that he used was the TS830. Number 6, N6QWP, Brad in Crockett, kind of halfway between Vallejo and Richmond on, what is that, I-80? I guess I-80. Got the Meritron AL811, the 3-tube 811A version of that amplifier. The Yaesu FL2100 Bravo, pair of 572Bs. Got 3 high-power antenna tuners, all in mint condition. The MFJ 986, a roller inductor tuner. The 962 Charlie, a differential T-type tuner. And the bulletproof Heathkit SA 2040, which is basically a 2060 without the meters and maybe without the antenna switch, but same big legal limit and a half roller inductor tuner. The classic Yaesu FT101 Echo, that got the AM board in it?
I don't even know.
Yeah, you might want to look. Guys like to use those now. They're turning up on the vintage sideband net, and we even hear them on the AMI net once in a while. Got the Kenwood TS830, the gold, special gold trimmed edition. Got the matching outboard VFO and the SP230 matching speaker. All pickup only in Crockett. Brad can't lift them anymore, and best offer. 415-497-3731.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm surprised somebody hasn't come over and snagged some of those amplifiers. Did you get rid of your SP200?
Yeah, I got rid of 2 of them. Still have one left, but it's pretty primo, and I'm not in a rush to get rid of that.
I need a junker. I need a parts rig.
Nah, can't help on that, but I'll keep an eye out if I see them. I don't need any more heavy projects like that.
I understand. Any brakes for Brad? Yeah, I need a 10-meter input coil for one if somebody's got it.
That's an old solid tube amp, right? The 200?
Yeah, it's a pair of 572Bs in the grounded grid, 80 through 10.
Roger.
Classic amplifier. I use one here on the net most of the time.
Yeah, I wish I needed one or whatever. I'm only about 4 miles from Brad to VA6 EKS.
Well, you ought to go over there and help him with his burden.
I know I should.
Yeah, he needs a visitation over there.
Like I've said it before, it's not like he should open a store over there, compete with HRO.
A lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Okay, West Coast SwapNet looking for listing number 7. Radios that glow in the dark or otherwise. Boy, I've been trying to find a cheap tubular tower like that for a long time. A fellow over in Sacramento offered me one, and I was too stupid to go and get it. What I got to do is put it next to the side of the building and put a block and tackle on the eave so I can just lower it down to the driveway and stick something on it, pull it back up, because there's no way I can ever get up on a roof to do anything anymore. So 40 feet's a good height. You can run a bunch of slopers off of that, suspend one end of a dipole or a long wire, stick some VHF antennas or a tri-bander on top of it. You put all kinds of things up there. I just tie it to the roof here to be supported at about 14 feet. Tie it to the eaves of the building, and then if it went up full height, it could have one set of guys, and if it just came down to the 20-foot level, it could just sit there.
Larry, did you get my latest email, W6PMR?
I haven't heard anything from you for a long time. I thought you hated me.
Well, I do, but that's besides. No, I don't. I was gone. I was down in Southern California in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas? That's a heck of a place to go.
That's where all my relatives live.
You're kidding me.
Have I ever kid you? Well, don't answer that. But no, my cousins, nieces, nephews, in-laws, everybody lives there.
I'll be darned.
That's what I said when they all moved there.
Well, I'm not going to comment, but it's it strikes me as odd.
They wanted to live there. What can I say? Me, I've lived in the desert. I lived in Palmdale for a while, Lancaster, and that's it. That's all it took was a year in the desert. At any rate, no, you're not on my list of any kind. I was just gone.
Okay, well, glad to hear from you, Paul. Would you like the list?
I'd love to, but I have nothing to list.
Well, you can buy my whole SB, what are they called, a 102 package, and then you can parse off the stuff you don't want.
I could do that. By the way, did you mention the date for the Loomis swap meet is official type deal?
No, I'd love to know when it is, though.
I will let you know later in the meet, the swap net here. I'll punch it up. I think it's the 23rd or so. No, I don't think it's. Let me find out exactly, but I got an email about it when I got back.
Okay, maybe you'll shoot me a copy of the email, but also tell me when you find it, and I'll read it today when I read the list.
And if you make it all this way, and you do go to the Loomis, you can come by here, and I will buy you a fabulous hamburger, fries, and a soft drink.
Wow.
Don't say I'm not generous.
I won't. How can I turn that down?
You can't. I'll be on the side here. W6PM.
When she tells you you can't have it because you ate too much already.
Well, if you took a look at me, you know that's probably true. Paul lives in Lincoln, where they have what is it, Bay Bridge Coffee Roasters. Really wonderful coffee that we drink every day here. And I actually met the owner, quite a nice guy.
We also have a brand new distillery. That's right. They're making, I guess, bourbon or something over there.
Oh, gee, when all of the bourbon distilleries in the country are going out of business, what timing. Well, we'll have to go over and get some free samples. I'm not much of a drinker, but I'm definitely a bourbon guy.
Not me.
A little bourbon and water, it's good. West Coast SwapNet, who'd like to make listing number 7? Maybe my body is aching today. I think I might just try a bourbon and water today.
Kind of slow today, isn't it?
Mighty slow. Well, we're only 6 here, and we've been at it. We got 13 minutes to go. It might be a record slow day.
Big football game to watch.
Organized violence.
I know, isn't it wonderful?
Well, if you want one more item, just for the heck of it, something to talk about on my list, I could add that Scotia iambic paddle, the brass racer.
I think we can do that. I'm writing now here a Scotia original brass racer, and that's an iambic paddle, right?
Roger.
What does that mean? Two paddles or one?
2.
How much is that little devil?
Oh, I don't know. I'd start at about 70 and let somebody beat me up if they needed to or trade. I just can't get into it. I'm still an old bug guy.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm a J38 guy. I'm not very good at that.
That was a great key.
I sold a very dirty J38 at the swap meet at Vomark at Sonoma last year, and I had to get out a bottle of soap and water and a toothbrush that I had and clean it up and give it to the guy. He was so happy to get that thing, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I just remember that I had a bunch of them when I was a kid, and the best one was one of the brass ones with the big 1/4-inch contacts. And somehow I let it get away, and I don't find those 1/4-inch contacts anymore.
I just picked up a J38 at a thrift store last month.
What'd you give for it? $5?
$5, yeah.
Wow.
I love it. I guess maybe they become a cult item or rare or expensive or something, but he was just overjoyed to get the thing.
I'll bet.
But I mean, I was cleaning mouse piss off it. I just didn't want to give it to him that way. I think I've got one of those red ham keys now. Is what I got here.
They don't hold a candle to those J38s.
Well, I'm not sophisticated enough to know the difference.
Real metal versus pot metal.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think the ham key is zinc.
I'm fonder of the J37 key.
I saved somebody on a sinking boat once using my microphone in CW, clicking the damn button.
Okay, well, there was a nice strange double.
Oh, excuse me.
10 minutes to go. West Coast SwapNet, my call W6WUH. You'd like to make listing number 7. The world's slowest Sunday.
I've got info on the Loomis swap meet.
All right, W6PMR, I'm going to flip over back to the start of today's list and write it up next to the Vomark listing. Go ahead.
Oh, and I'd like to hear that again at the end of the net here, too. The Loomis Ham Fest will be March 28th, 2026, in fabulous Loomis, California, at the train station in Loomis.
Is that the old train station or the current train station?
The old, the current, and the only train station in Loomis, as far as I know.
Shows you what I know about Loomis.
It still sounds like a skin disease to me. Like, you know, I had that Loomis removed from my elbow. Anyway, that's the info. Back to the net, W6PMR. And it's you know, I'm sitting here watching the game with the sound down. I'm not looking at it now, but I don't know where it is, but it was halftime.
What time does that thing start, and how much does it cost?
It starts at 7 o'clock, and it's $10 per space for sellers, and for buyers, it's free.
Is there a talk-in frequency?
I will let you know as I scroll.
What time does it start, Paul?
It says 700. Oh.
Well, you better be there at 4 a.m.
Well, we all know that. Come on.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I'll get my carbide lamp going.
That tend to be a pretty big swap?
Yeah, it's kind of festered. I don't say grow, but it's much more dynamic than the Vomark.
Not as big as Livermore was, though.
No, but it's pretty compact. There's a lot of stuff.
Okay. I might just try to put the camper on the back of my truck and go and park in next to the parking lot or something and just be there. Did you get to talk in?
I'm looking, and it doesn't. Well, hold on. Let me click communication plan. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 145.43. It's a repeater. 145.43 down 600. 162.2 PL.
All right, to 145.43 and a 162.2 PL. Thank you.
W6EK repeater in Auburn.
All right, thank you. W6PMR, W6WUH break. Thanks. I will read it back in just a couple of minutes.
Roger.
I bet everybody heard you, though.
Last time I went there, I had to park 3 or 4 blocks away and walk in. I can't do that now. Whiskey Charlie 6 Delta.
Yeah, it's turned into a good size.
It sounds like they might be outgrowing their spot.
It's a nice spot. Not only that, but it's one of the few handset swaps where you can park your car, do your swap, and then walk across the street or walk across the lot and get something to eat. You don't have to move.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, there's a restaurant across the street and a really good burger place right there at the location.
Okay, so if I show up there, I get a second free hamburger. Is that right?
In your dreams, pal.
Oh, well.
Yeah, the Silicon Valley one, you can't even get a hot dog anymore, KF6AB.
Yeah,
Can't get one at Lincoln either. They told them they couldn't give even free hot dogs away.
Cheap
Good afternoon, Larry, NY6L.
All right, West Coast SwapNet, 5 minutes to go. Who'd like to make listing number 7?
Volmark has the breakfast.
Hey, Larry.
At their swap too.
Who said, hey, Larry?
Do you know that your program is being broadcast on ICW repeater?
Do I know what?
Do you know that the SwapNet is being broadcast on Chris's repeater, 147.195?
It was last week also.
Is Chris doing it or somebody else? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah, probably highly illegal.
Oh, I don't know.
No, it was on the 440 machine in Auburn for quite a while.
Yeah, I know. Now it's on 195, and it's very, very hearable all over the place.
No, I had no idea.
Well, it's there. Opens up a whole new gateway for people to listen in. They can't respond on there, but at least where they can hear you.
Yeah, and when the band conditions aren't right, that's probably useful.
Roger. WA6EKS.
I guess I could listen there as well, I guess. Where's the repeater located?
I think it's on Vaca.
Oh, I ought to be able to hear that.
It also has links going up north as far as, almost Reading, I think.
Well, it would be nice that whoever's doing that would contact me, phone me, or email me and give me some information, because I can, if it's legal, I can put it up. I can read it, and folks can use it.
Good afternoon, Larry, NY6L.
NY6L. Hey, Jay, can you read that list that you just sent out to Ron the other day?
Yeah, give me a moment to bring it up on my tablet. Hold on.
All right, that's NY6L, Jay down at Hesperia. And Jay just sent out an email today with a listing of some swap meets coming up in April down in Southern California, and I didn't copy it down, but Jay will tell us, I think.
Okay, here's the email that I sent to Ron K2RP as follows. Ron, April 18th has 2 swap meets scheduled. Claremont Ham Radio Electronic Swap Meet and Southern California Antique Radio Society Norco Swap Meet on that morning. And then I have here April the 25th is the TRW Swap Meet. It's the last Saturday of every month, rain or shine. And of course, I'm having my hobby swap meet Saturday, April the 4th at the Granite Creek Church. So there you go, Larry. How copy? Over.
Copy. Fine. I'm going to read it back in just a minute or two.
Roger that. And I just sent that out this morning to Ron to get that put into scheduling.
I saw it, and when I saw it, I had 5 minutes to get some food down my gullet before I started the net, so I didn't write it down. Did you want to list today, Jay?
Yeah, I think I heard a breaking station in there.
Yes, Ron K2RP.
Roger. Hi, Ron. Did you get get the email?
Yeah, I did. It's kind of a quandary because John some other things scheduled. I don't think we're going to be able to accommodate everybody. But I sent that list out to all the vintage sideband groups asking for their opinion. Didn't get too many. Most of them were, I only got 3 or 4, and they all said, I don't care. But April's a busy month, and that's when we have to have it for other reasons. And we'll try to accommodate as many people as possible, but we're going to have to, everybody's going to have to make their decision. I don't know where it's going to be, but on the Tuesday night, we'll have a discussion on the vintage sideband group and see what we can come up with. Thanks for letting us know.
Okay, Ron, not the right place for this conversation.
Sorry, I thought you were done.
I haven't read the list yet.
Hey, sorry.
All right, no problem. Anybody else want to make a listing before we read today's and yesterday's list?
NY6L, Larry.
Okay, go ahead, Jay.
Okay, this is Jay, NY6L, here in the high desert of Hesperia, California. For free, I have a 10-foot aluminum, we call it, I guess, a quad pod or whatever, roof tower with rotor. Come and get it. I'll even throw in the rotor box instructions. Take it away. And ready for a phone number there, Larry?
Yeah, what kind of rotor?
Oh, gee, it's I'll have to take a look at it. It's for like medium duty.
Okay, that's close enough. Yeah, phone number's fine.
Okay, this is my cell phone number. Since I get a lot of spam calls, if I don't pick up, just leave a message and I'll call you back. Okay, area code 310-945-6754. QSL?
QSL, thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Okay, that's a NY6L who acts as a net control and early check-in on a couple of nets that I'm on, AMI net and vintage sideband net. Number 7, NY6L, J in Hesperia, got a free aluminum rooftop tower, I guess a 3-legged type tower, with a medium-duty rotor and a control box. Go to Hesperia and pick it up. 310-945-6754. That's just like gold. Any breaks for Jay? Yeah, a rooftop tower can solve an awful lot of problems.
Yeah, I couldn't install it here if I wanted to because of the high winds, so I'm all dipoles and verticals.
Yeah. You know, I think really to mount them right, you got to put some blocks that go through the roof and tie into the roof structure and tar that, and then lag the 3-legged roof tower onto that, and then it probably stand up to a lot.
Comment.
But it takes some work, but worth it. You know, if you can't have a real tower, you can put a tri-bander on one of those things. Okay, West Coast Swap Net, my call W6WUH. I'm going to read Saturday's list and Sunday's list. Listen between the reading of each listing, and that's the time to holler for information, get what you need. Well, I think what I'm going to do is read all this information that I got yesterday and today about upcoming swap meets because it's useful. April 18th, Claremont swap at the church in Claremont. You can go to 7235 Monday through Friday on Bryant's Net, get more information than that. Southern California Antique Radio Society is having a swap meet on that day. That's probably pretty worthwhile. April 16th, TRW down in Southern California, the last Saturday of every month. Also on April 18th up here in Northern California, Valley of the Moon Amateur Radio Club has their swap meet. They have a website. Look for VOMARC, VOMARC. Get the information. That's at the First Congregational Church, 252 West Spain Street, which is about a block west of the plaza in downtown Sonoma. April 18th starts at 8 a.m., 1:45:35 is the talk-in with an 88.5 PL. And then Paul told us about the Loomis swap. That's earlier than any of these. That's going to be on March 28th at the Loomis train station. Official start time is 7 a.m., but it's really dark 30, I think, for those guys. Talk-in is 1:45:43 with a PL of 162.2, $10 a space. So that's all the info I've got on upcoming swap meets.
Do you have one for Puyallup?
No, I don't have Puyallup.
Okay, that is March 7th, and it's at the Washington State Fairgrounds, apparently, in Puyallup. Starts at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's the Mike and Key electronic swap meet.
Viking Key, K-E-Y?
Yeah, Mike and Key, microphone and key electronic swap meet.
All righty. Thank you, Dennis. That's one I didn't know about.
Yeah, I just walked in. I missed a whole list of them that you had there. I did write down Valley of the Moon.
I'm going to write it all down in an email, and I'll send it to you, and I'll send a copy to Chris as well, so we can have it and add to it.
Okay, thank you. KB6LZW.
Okay, I think you all heard Dennis talking about the Mike and Key swap meet at Puyallup, Washington, on March 7th, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Washington State Fairgrounds. All righty. Well, that's a good long list. I'm glad we got that all together with help from several people. HOH and NY6L and Paul and Dennis. Took all of those folks to get that list together. Okay, Saturday's list number 1, KA6FAY, Barry in Fernley, Nevada. A Collins package, KWM2, winged emblem. A 30L1, the linear amplifier. Also winged emblem. A 312B speaker, a round emblem. 516, that was, round emblem power supply. Got the crystal pack and the documents. Said the radio needs alignment, all the tubes are good, $1,800. And he will meet you Reno, Fallon, or Fernley, which is in the middle, and hand it off.
Info,
go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, just give me the phone number.
The phone number is 775-770-8116.
Name?
That's Barry.
Thank you.
Okie doke. A6LK, W6WUH break. Number 2 on Saturday's list, KJ6WJ. Bill in Rockland, over by Sacramento. We got the Elecraft KPA 1500 solid-state linear amplifier. It's 10 out of 10, original box and the manual, $4,850. Bill says he'll drive a ways to meet you. Number 2, KA3IKH. Radio Dave up in Clear Lake. Got a want for a 3-element Yagi for 10 meters. He's willing to convert an 11-meter Yagi if that's what you got. And he's got a 6-element, 6-meter Cushcraft Yagi. It's on the ground, ready to go. $100 or best offer. Dave says he likes to trade. Number 4, K3, Sierra Charlie Hotel, Steve in Benicia. The new Kenwood TS890S MC80 desk mic, original box manual and a nifty manual, $2,700. the SPE Expert linear amplifier. The model is 1.3 Fox Alpha. Automatic built-in antenna tuner. Got a carrying case and the box. $3,000.
Info,
Go ahead.
yeah, can I get the number on that?
The number on that one is area code 707-208-0733.
Okay, got it. Thanks, Larry. K6DX.
K6DX, W6W, UH break. Number 5, K6 Delta Lima Charlie. That is Dan in Redwood City. He's got an MFJ 1263. It's an AB type of mic switch, and he's looking for some information to jumper it so that he can make A go to B and B go to A instead of A to A and B to B. So if you've got experience doing that, Dan would like some help. He's not getting it from the manual. Number 6, WA6CGR, Coast Guard Radio. Dave down in Wilmington, down by San Pedro in Long Beach, got an LDG AT1000. He says it's new, $500. Number 7, KB6LZW relayed for KN6MS, Mike in Valencia, who turned up here today. He's got the Hermes Lite 2, which is a QRP SDR-based HF all-mode transceiver. It's got the N2ADR filter board installed in it. It uses the Thetis software, which he says you can download online. $265. Said it's only had about 10 hours use, so just enough to test it and make sure everything's good, and that's a spare. He's got another one. Interesting project to build one of those.
Hello, Larry. You have a big signal in East Bay, NN6EE. A very good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. 1,000 watts today. Number 8, W6FRD, Fernando in Turlock. Got a want for a 2-meter amplifier with 50 to 80 watts output.
You're getting way over it, Larry. Don't worry.
I don't even notice them. Number 10, N6AMI. John in Silver Springs, up north of Reno a little bit, I think. Got a want for the Ten-Tech 253 automatic antenna tuner. And, of course, if you want to join AMI, N9AMI is the guy you call. Number 11, N6QWP, Brad in Crockett. Cleaning out the place. These radios need a little bit of TLC. Let's see if I can read this. Oh, we've got a couple of ICOM weatherproof marine automatic antenna tuners, 200-watt class. Those are for single-ended antennas like long wires or verticals. Commercial grade, of course. Got an ICOM 765, 761, need a little TLC. Ten-Tech Argonaut 5 and the 50-watt version of the Triton 1. Number 12, AA6W, Don down in San Juan Bautista, south of Gilroy. North of Watsonville, if I got my geography right. Got an ICOM 765, a very good condition. Built-in automatic antenna tuner and AC supply. Standard accessories, a matching SB20 speaker, a new hand mic, and all the boxes, including the shipping boxes for all that stuff, $675. Yaesu FL2100 Zulu, this I think the last iteration of the FL2100. Excellent condition. got new finals and new spares from RF Parts. Comes with the manual, $675. If you want a good tri-bander, here it is, the M squared upgraded version of the KT34. It's a KT34 M squared. It's new in the box, unused, 15-foot boom with a high-power ballon, $675. Is somewhere around half the price of a new one. Got the Yaesu G800SA rotor with the optional mast clamps. 50 feet of cable, control box. I think he says it's had light use, $375. And the Explorer 14 antenna made by MFJ. Forget who the original, I guess that's a high gain. It's new in the box with the 30 and 40 meter add-on kit. Call for the price. West Coast SwapNet W6WUH reading Saturday's list. Number 13, N7, Golf Charlie Zulu. That's Old John up in Grants Pass, Oregon. He's got the UHF version of the TE Systems linear amplifier. I think it's about 200 watts. The model is a TE 4410, asking $200, and that's a commercial grade brick. That's the best American made brick you can get, I think. Number 14, N6BZY, Paul down in Lemon Grove. I got the Timewave ANC4. This is an antenna noise canceller. Goes in your antenna line. It's got a sense antenna, and it blanks out noise. $95. Prefers the pickup. Comes with the power supply and the manual. Number 15, WB6SSW. Lee out in Lost Wages. Got a Hustler 6 BTV vertical. It's 3 years old. It's been out in the desert, so it's probably pretty nice. Asking $200. He's got a lot of the DX Engineering accessories for that antenna. Call for details on that. Any questions on Saturday's list? Okay, Sunday's list, number 1, W6MYN, Joe down in Long Beach, relayed for Whiskey 6 Echo November Zulu, Rick in Garden Grove down in Southern California. Listen up, guys, if you need a tubular tower, the Tristeo 35-foot tubular tower, crank-up tower with new cables, a model MM35, got fresh paint on it, looks real nice, asking $150. If that was up here, I'd be going to get it right now. MFJ 232 antenna analyzer, $450. Number 2, WA6MDI, Dick in Trophy Club, Texas, where it is down in the single digits for temperature. The IFR COM 120 with the 120B manual, asking $1,200. He says pictures of it are on, let me see, QTH, I guess. Yeah.
That is correct, WA6MDI.
Thank you, Dick. I couldn't read my own hand scratching. So you can see the IFR COM 120 on QTH, which is nice. Number 3, K6LK, Bill in Kelseyville, has got a basic Elecraft K3 with a CW filter, and he'd like to know what going price for one of those is. Phyllis got a want for the Swan 140 monobander, one of the gold-faced ones, if you got such a beast. And he's looking for the National NCX5 transceiver, the one with the mechanical digital readout. The Mark II version is what he wants. Never had my hands on any of those national transceivers. They're a handful. I guess so. Probably worth the effort, though.
Not really.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about the 5, but the 3 was probably one of the world's trashiest transceivers. It was awful.
Right up there next to the ICO, huh?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, the ICO's famously bad. Number 4, W6OCW. Guy in Fresno. Got a free William Nye MB2 antenna tuner. Needs work, but worthwhile. The deal is pending on that. Gary, are you here?
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Did you make a deal on that or not?
I've got to take it in and get a quote on shipping, but it sounds pretty good.
Okay, so it's unclear, but check with Gary and you can be number 2 in line if it doesn't go through.
Thank you. W6OCW.
Sure thing. W6OCW, W6WUH break. You're listening to the West Coast SwapNet. I'm reading Sunday's list, number 5, K2RP, Ron in Encinitas. Got the Kenwood 599A with the silver face, part of the 599 twins. It works good. $300 their best offer. Listen up, guys. One of the best antenna tuners ever made. The Johnson Viking Matchbox, a 250-watt version. Load just about anything. No meters, $75 your best offer.
And it's a beautiful tuner. I had one, Larry. It's rugged, over.
Yeah, they're nice. Replacing the switch in it would not be easy, but if that hasn't been trashed, they're great. Ron also has the 1kW matchbox with the meters for $175. He says he's going to Yuma. He'd be glad to take him there. He might consider shipping this stuff. You got to call and talk to him about that. Yeah, that's famously good tuner. I don't have one here, but I probably should. Number 6, N6QWP, Brad in Crockett. All this stuff is pickup in Crockett and best offer. Meritron AL811, the 3-tube version. Yaesu FL2100B, their classic 572B amplifier. He's got 3 MIT antenna tuners, legal limit type. MFJ 986, that's a roller inductor tuner. 962 Charlie, a differential T tuner. And the bulletproof Heathkit SA2040 roller inductor tuner. Got a Scotia brass eraser, iambic panel, $70. I got a feeling that's a deal. This is the original brass eraser before Vipoplex took it over. Yaesu Fox Tango 101 Echo transceiver. Kenwood TS830 package, gold trim TS830, matching outboard VFO and the SP230 speaker. That's a nice Kenwood package. Number 7, last listing of the day, NY6L. Jay in Hesperia offers a free aluminum roof tower with a medium-duty rotor. Just go pick it up. It's like handing somebody $250.
Where's he located?
Hesperia, down on the high desert.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay, any questions on Sunday's list?
I think it was number 1, the crank-up tower.
The crank-up tower. This number 1. You want all the details?
Probably just, I guess so, WB6MWL.
Well, I'll just give you what you want. If you just want the phone number, I'll do that.
Yeah, was it 35-foot tubular?
It's a Tristeo 35-foot tubular crank-up tower with new cables and freshly painted.
Yeah, let me have the phone number.
Actually, what they gave was an email address, not a phone number. You ready to copy?
Yeah, go ahead.
W6 Echo November Zulu, W6ENZ at gmail.com.
Okay, got it. WB6MWL, Montclair.
Yeah, that's a great deal.
Yeah, can I clarify something?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, the email is Rick W6ENZ at Gmail, so you need to put his name first.
Okay, Rick, R-I-C-K, W6ENZ at Gmail. Thank you for the correction.
All right, have a great day, you guys.
Okay, and did you get that, sir?
Yeah, that's Rick, R-I-C-K?
That's correct.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that was my fault. I didn't copy it right. Okay, any other questions on Saturdays or Sundays list?
No, but I have more swap meet info.
More swap meet info. Okay, I'm going to write it down.
All right, this is W6PMR, your swap meet 40 meter info center. I have looked up the Reno swap meet. It is on Saturday, May 9th, 2026, at the Cabela's Reno parking lot, east parking lot. They're in Boomtown, Nevada, which is Reno. And we're set up at 7, open to the public 8, which, as we all know, is dependent on how many flashlights you have.
Okay, how much are the spaces?
$10 for the space, and buyers free.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Just your Swap Meet Central. You're welcome.
Swap Meet Information Central. Show up there at Paul's house about 3 in the morning and knock on the door, and you get a free hamburger and all the Swap Meet info you need.
That's right. And if you believe that, well, never mind. Would you like the talk-in frequency?
Yeah, but only on April 1st. Yes, the talk-in frequency, sure.
The talk-in frequency is 147.210 and a PL of 100. 147.210 and a PL of 100. And let's see what else. That's about it. It's an ARRL sanctioned Hamfest. It's not huge, but it's very good. Had a lot of fun, and they have 2 a year. They have one in May, and they've got one in September. Usually a week before or after the Lincoln meet.
All right, Paul. Thank you. So I think you probably all heard Paul tell us about the swap at Cabela's in Reno. May 9th, official start time 7 a.m. Talk-in time 147.21 with a PL of 100. Thank you, all. I'm going to tabulate all this stuff and send it out.
You're welcome. W6PMR.
Okay, W6PMR, W6WUH break. Anybody else that got anything before I go QRT?
Yeah, info there, Larry. On the first one on Saturday, the call and the name, phone number.
Okay, there was a double there. The first one on Saturday, you want the phone, the tower information?
No, the Collins stuff.
Oh, the Collins stuff. Okay. All right, that is KA6FAY, Barry in Fernley, Nevada, and the phone number 775-770-8116. You get it okay?
QSL, thank you, Larry. I know you don't like to go back, but thank you for doing that. Whiskey Charlie 6 Delta.
WC16. That's why we're here, Mark. No worries.
Don't leave me, Larry.
Hey, Larry?
Hey, Larry?
Yeah, DK6TLC. I want to say thank you for reminding me about this AM International. I forgot I'm a member. My number is 17 something. But I just connected to their Discord talk group. So thanks for the reminding me. Appreciate it. K6TLC.
Okay, you're welcome. Any other questions on the list? Okay, hearing nothing, I'm going to go QRT. Next weekend it will be Dennis, KB6LZW, 12:30 on Saturday and Sunday. And the week after it'll be Chris. Take care, W6WUH.
What the hell was that?
That's somebody having a lot of fun with their radios.
Don't even comment on them.
Thank you for doing the swap, Larry. K6DLC.
Yeah, excellent job, Larry.
Thank you.
Good evening, Larry. You got KD6BIS. I talked to N7JW the other evening, Jim Wilson. He might be getting rid of his equipment.
Oh, okay. What do you want me to do with that info?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't got his phone number yet, but